Hi guys, and welcome to the first video on my brand new channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lindsay. I'm a final year student at Huddersfield University studying costume with textiles. I also have my own little market store on Holmfirth Market while I'm over here selling my bits and pieces, my textile art, bits and pieces of clothing that I've made. I'm also there with my partner Graham. We have links with other people that have their bits and pieces about. I'll be taking photos of their bits and pieces and videoing some of their bits and pieces so I can put them out there and show you what they're all about too, possibly. Obviously I need to get their permission before I do that. But anyway, back to me being a student at university. With us being final years, we get to choose our own text. I've chosen The Hobbit, that I've got a few versions of. Ooh. There you go. I think they're all amazing, but this one I've been given by an amazing person that I work with on a weekend. Thank you, Lee. Greatly appreciated. It's greatly received and will be looked after and used quite a lot, I'm sure, over the next 7-8 months while I do my research and my bits and pieces. We've had to choose 6 characters. I've chosen 3 of the dwarves, which are Biffa, Boffa and Bomber. I've chosen one of the hobbits, Bilbo, Radagast the Brown Wizard, and Gradliel, I think I pronounced that right, the elf. I've dominantly up to now been working on, over the past few weeks, been working on Radagast the Brown. He doesn't appear in the book that much. There's just a reference in the film The Hobbit, obviously in the first film, The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. He appears maybe 2-3 times. So it gives me a lot of scope, a lot of time and effort to use my own imagination and put my own spin on him. I'm not pulling a lot from other people's ideas, other people's perspectives, and this, that and the other. I'll show you some of the bits and pieces I've been up to so far. Some of you that know me, and for those that don't, I like working with rubber stamps, because as well as being a sort of an artist, I'm a creative too, over arts and crafts. So but I bought myself a stamper. I've not got it to hand, but I've got myself a stamper that creates this image, and this one on the paper I've just teabagged the paper to give it the brown mottled effect. I've been working with felt and embroidery threads, and I've cut them out to leaf shapes and sewn into them. I've been working with liching, which is used in model railways, just to play around with texture and colour. Again, on this page, it's the same rubber stamp. I've painted into him. Move that bit there. Painted into him. Had added, again, some liching around the edges and into the picture, but I've also added model railway grass, because myself and my partner, when we're making dolls' houses and model railways, we use this a lot, so we have it hidden about. I've also been playing with wooden slices of log, branch or whatever, and I've rubber stamped, and I'm going to be working into those, just basically to get some inspiration and bits and pieces. I've also found myself a little bit obsessed with drawing and creating mushrooms, because the character Radagast apparently has a like to mushrooms, especially those of the magic kind. So I've been creating, these are drawn and painted ones, different mushrooms. I've been playing and experimenting with colour. I'm going to be doing some where I work into texture with possibly the liching and the grass, but I'm also going to work into them with felt. I'm going to transfer them to fabric, work into them with felt and stitching. I quite like working with this one. This one again was a rubber stamp, worked into it. These ones I'm working into it and changing some of the linear lines and the colours and basically experimenting and whatnot. And for some of the bits and pieces, the bits and pieces within his costume, I've looked at tree bark and crazy paving. I've took the camera and the iPad out and took pictures, but then started with pencil. Started working into from the pictures, working in sketch and drawing, and I will be transferring those to textile pieces, obviously, to design and make the costume, depending on which pathway I decide to go. Well, I think I may have bored you a little bit now, so I'll love you and leave you, and I'll go and do some creating, and I will get back to you in a little while. Bye.